I will wipe my ass with a coronavirus soaked rag. What happened, America? Now, before you go, man, this dude is really ignorant. If you got a weak immune system, if you're an old fuck or a young fuck, yes, be careful, wash your hands, keep your distance from people. But you're seeing, healthy people, these tofu eating motherfuckers, buying up, all the damn water and toilet paper like it's the end times or some shit. I don't get it. So, folks, you gotta stop watching the damn news. You gotta get your ass out there into the woods. This is the perfect time, especially if you got laid off or whatever, hey, you come back in 2 weeks or whatever. And get your ass out there and enjoy some nature. Stop watching the news. It's driving you up the fucking wall, I know. You can't. Clickbait, it's on your phone every day. You know what I mean? You see this orange man that says he's in charge and shit every day. It gets ridiculous. I know. You gotta get away from it, folks. Go out to the woods and turn your fucking phones off and forget about coronaviruses and zombies and dumb shit for just a day. I would suggest if you're in Florida or Georgia, it's worth the drive, Georgia. You're talking 4 hours, 5 hours max. But it's worth the drive. You come see the springs, Ocala National Forest, man, and I promise you, you will not regret it, man. Juniper Springs is beautiful. They got a little tiny trail there, and you just see God at work. I don't know how else to describe it, folks. Florida is a very beautiful state. Everybody come here for Mickey Mouse. I know I'm born and raised in Orlando, and I can tell you, Mickey Mouse ain't got shit on our springs, bro. Mickey Mouse ain't got shit on Florida nature. It's just peaceful out there. Your senses kick in because you're not hearing traffic all day. So you hear things you normally wouldn't hear. And, you hear the wind blowing from 20 miles away. And as it's getting closer to you through the trees. And speaking of the trees, the oxygen level's way higher out there. So your brain's like fucking, oh, this is awesome. It's just too many reasons to count. They got a free shooting range down there. Dude, if you remotely like nature, it is beautiful out there, man. It is definitely worth going. Don't do no crazy shit, man. People want to jump in, corners and stuff like that, and it's real shit. You're out there with the critters, man. And you just stay on the trail and watch your fucking stuff every once in a while. You'll be alright. I believe in God. If I'm meant to get bit by a snake, I think I'm going to get bit right by the front door. There's snakes in my neighborhood. There's snakes in my backyard. I've seen them. So if I'm meant to get bit by a snake, I'm sure whatever's upstairs can make that shit happen. That's the way I look at life, folks. You know what I mean? I've had so many near misses. I've been welding for 10 years. So I've been in a metal shop full of dumbasses for 10 years around some very dangerous shit. And if this guy ain't on his game today, I'm dead. I've almost had 30-year iron workers. Like the old fucks you thought you could trust. Almost take my leg off. Down the line. I was wearing a hard hat. Bent over to pick some shit up. The hard hat's no good when you bend over. And I had a lady right there watch the whole thing, bro. That bitch was landing right in front of me. And it's like God's giving me a force field or something. I don't want to brag. I don't want to say that's what it is. But, sometimes I like to say no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Now, I think the Bible is full of great wisdom. I can't say I'm sold on it. Or any other book for that matter that man wrote. And I'm supposed to believe every page. And supposed to believe that they didn't take a page or two out, put a page or two in. You know what I mean? You look up King James, why his name's on that Bible. It was a long process translating this from Old to New Testament. And again, I don't know how the hell you come up with a New Testament, but okay. That beats me. I'm not trying to bash Christians, man. I grew up going to churches. Christians are fucking awesome people, even the sinners, even the hippie Christians, because we're all guilty of something. You know what I mean? We all got something that we know we should probably remove from our lives, but we don't. And we keep indulging in it, whatever it may be. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to put you down. I'm here to pick you up if possible. And just to say, we're all here to learn our lessons. And I believe hell is you sitting on your deathbed looking back at all the things you didn't do. You know, instead of what you did do. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, I did some horrible things back in the day, and let me tell you, I don't think I'm off scotch-free, but I definitely paid for it. You know what I mean? I stole it from Walmart one day, my radiator blew up right there in the fucking parking lot. I can't make shit up, folks. So, it's, karma, God, whatever you believe in. I don't get how people can justify luck over God. How are you less crazy for believing in luck than me for believing in God? I mean, it's a supernatural thing that you can't prove exists, right? I hear people, I'm lucky. What the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? And again, when I say God, I don't know what it is. It hasn't told me. This is what atheists, and I'm not trying to shit on y'all. I don't judge nobody. I was an atheist my whole damn life just about. Especially my crazy ass alcoholic parents fighting for 10 years straight. Can't fucking sleep at night. Because one of them's got to say fuck you louder than the other one. Because apparently they didn't hear him the last 30 times. Or the 30 days they've been saying fuck you to each other. And I ain't trying to tell you my life story. I'm just letting you know where I'm coming from. So, just, again, it hasn't told me his name. It hasn't told me what book to read. And if I go to hell for that, I apologize, Lord. My bad. But I believe I trust in God, not man. Man wrote the Bible. Man wrote Allah's, you know, the Quran, you know, Buddha, whatever the hell book you guys got. I'm not shitting on y'all. I love and respect y'all. If that's what makes you be the best person you could be, then God bless you for it. Keep doing it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to go to your church and tell you y'all worshiping false gods. I ain't doing none of that. I'm just telling you, if he told you, and, you know, he told you his name and what book to read, and, you know, he looked like what they told you he looked like, then God bless you. You found it, man, and I'm so happy for you. I hope I'm there with you one day. Till then, I cannot falsely follow a book. I can't get through the first damn chapter of the Bible. I don't know what to tell y'all, folks. I'm a sinner. I agree. But I would say compared to a lot of my buddies, and not making me better than anybody. I'm not better than them. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things I did wrong that they would have never done. So, I'm no better than nobody. But I'm telling you, God's the real deal, man. God is so good, it's not even funny, man. If I could just tell you what I knew in words, if I could just tell you what I felt in words, I would. But there's no explanation for it, guys. Really isn't. I mean, the atheists call it brain chemicals, you know, and maybe they're onto something. Maybe I'm just a douchebag following blindly as something supernatural, greater power. That's all I believe in. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a bearded guy in the cloud. You know what I mean? I'm just saying there's something out there making shit happen. And maybe every action is meant to be, maybe every action isn't. And it makes sense for God not to make us worship him. How much sense would that make if you're a God and you're just like, hey, everybody just hit your knees at 3 o'clock and bow and You know, No, it's we're here to learn something. And again, my version of hell is, okay, I did this wrong. I get that. Did I correct it the best way I know how? Did I make an effort in trying to fix that wrong? That's all I can tell you, folks. You know what I mean? My Aunt Lenny, I love her to death. You know, I did some things I shouldn't have did when I was living with her at her house. She took me out of hell. You know, my alcoholic parents that I told you all about. Well, they ended up getting on crack, heroin, pills. I think they did cat medicine to get high. You know, basically, whatever helped escape reality. And I thank God for that. I'm not spiteful and, oh, my parents were drug addicts. You guys got it easy. No, I love my life. And I can really tell you, I've seen a lot of my friends go down to drugs, and I warned them. Not because I know what they do from experience, but from what I saw. The experience I have watching my parents on the shit. All of a sudden, shit's getting pawned as soon as they start fucking with white, you know? So, no good comes out of that shit, folks. You know what I mean? And again, you can be addicted to cheeseburgers. So if you think you're high and righteous because you ain't doing shit, you ain't perfect either, bro. You're addicted to something. Whether it's vodka or whether it's motherfucking, you know, Little Debbie's. I'm addicted to Little Debbie's. I'll tell you right now. You see that belly right there? What's up?